Welcome everyone, and thanks for joining our webinar today titled The Internet of Things and How to Managing the Intertwined Lifecycles of Hardware, Software, and Service Development. To learn more about how these parallel and interconnected lifecycles can be connected and managed simultaneously. My name is Peter Haller, and I will be your host today and also the presenter. So let me jump to the agenda, and I will walk you through the agenda for today. So after a short introduction of our company, Internet Software, I'm going to talk about the Internet of Things and what we mean by the terminology of a product, and also what the challenges of the Internet of Things product developments are. And after that, I will talk about how to build the Internet of Things connected products by connecting and managing the development of hardware, software, and service lifecycles, as we call it, the extreme lifecycle management together. And at last, but not the least, during the live demonstration, this webinar will show you and also give you the chance to learn how codeBeamer ALM helps you to interconnect and to stay on the top of your multiple lifecycle processes. So after just the structure of this webinar, after the live demonstration, we will have a short question and answer session. So I would like to have an interactive session. So at any point of the time during the webinar, if you have any questions, feel free to type them into the questions panel on the right-hand side in the GoToMeeting application. And I will try to do my best at the end of the webinar to answer them all. And also know that the webinar recording of this session will be available soon after the webinar on our webpage on internet.com/webinars. And once you are visiting our website, also please, you have the chance to browse amongst our upcoming webinars as well. The next will be on how to select the ALM solution that best suits your needs. So I would also like you to feel free to sign up for those, and you can check out the recent uploaded webinars from the last week as well. So moving on, a few words about our company. We are Internet Software, and we were founded in 1998 and headquartered in Stuttgart, Germany. We also have an office in Silicon Valley in California, and we are in partnership with the Lufthansa Industry Solutions, who are also our greatest customers. And we also have resellers in Korea and Taiwan. And we are, Internet Software, are the sole providers and developers of codeBeamer application lifecycle management solution, which contains the modules and components for the requirements management, the software development management, the QA and test management, demand management, and the IT operations, in other words, the DevOps. And here you can see a short list of our customers. As you can see, we have various clients from diverse industries, such as from the automotive, high technology, defense, finance, and medical, and also from many other industries. And we also have companies in the ranking of mid-size and also global large enterprises, for example, the Siemens, Daimler, or Medtronic. Interland is also providing consultancy and services from Germany, and our mission is to help our clients to manage and develop their elaborate and complex products. And we create codeBeamer to also manage the ever-increasing complexity in the software and hardware development in just one single solution, providing the full transparency and the traceability you need. With codeBeamer, we also help our customers to achieve a higher level of effectiveness by doing the right things using our requirements and demand management capabilities. And also we help our customers to improve their efficiency by doing the things right with a properly implemented development method in our codeBeamer solution. So, and also one additional point here, that codeBeamer is a really scalable tool. So we have installations for small teams all the way up to over 5,000 users at the Lufthansa Industry Solutions. So with codeBeamer can also be a great advantage for small teams or big organizations. And just about to get started with our topic, how to integrate the hardware, such as the Waterfall software development methodologies, I would like to start from the very beginning. As the Waterfall methodology, at the very beginning, it was used as the first methodology and is widely accepted as being the first comprehensive design methodology. And the Waterfall method is coming from the manufacturing and constructing, and it is in use since the 1960s for large-scale projects. A pure waterfall model works well in situations where there are long delivery cycles or separate testing phases, and where the original design and requirements are unlikely to change. The traditional waterfall methodology breaks down the steps into 5 different phases. The first one is the requirements, where all the requirements are connected. The second one is the design, where the logical and physical design is happening. And then the implementation, where the source code is written. Once these steps are completed, the development moves to the next phases, to the verification, and all the way through to the maintenance. Each phase of the development proceeds in a strict order without any overlapping or iterative steps. And now just to talk briefly about the evaluation of the evolution of the waterfall. And we all know the term that the Internet of Things, it has a great influence on the development and also in the development methodologies. The things embedded within the electronic software, sensors, and connectivity enables us to achieve the greater value and service by exchanging data with the manufacturer, operator, or with other connected devices. Software and services are increasingly becoming the backbone of the products and are transforming what we really mean by the term of product. And it requires the evolution of waterfall, agile, and also a new development, what we call the extreme lifecycle management. So let's have a quick overview of the entire evolution of the waterfall. So the first, what you see on the upper left-hand side, the traditional waterfall model containing the 5 different phases, starting with the IT demand, where you can collect your ideas, then you can derive your requirements, you start with development, the QA test with the integration as well, and then the releasing and the maintenance. And then we have the waterfall with the agile implementation, which is often the case by the time that the embedded software is integrated with the hardware. The original project specifications may have changed enormously, or the technology may be outdated. So if you apply an agile process into a waterfall project, you can split traditional waterfall development cycle into smaller, incremental waterfall models as a series of mini Vs. So, and it also will enable you to alter product requirements and also to make some changes. On the other hand, we have the waterfall with overlapping phases, and this is basically a variation of the classical waterfall model. It suggests a fair amount of overlap between the phases of the software development lifecycle, and also the approach to development is considered suitable for projects that require a fair number of insights between each layer of development as the development lifecycle progresses. Whereas in the classic or pure waterfall method, complete documentation is expected to be handed off to the team in charge of the next phase of development, and also in the waterfall with overlapping implementation, the documentation can change and encourages the continuity between the development phases. So here I just made slides about the pros and cons regarding using the different waterfall methodologies. And as you see on the waterfall with the agile software implementation, the agile methodology benefits also mostly the developing the software, and also does not require any changes from other disciplines. But on the backside of this, the waterfall and agile software implementation benefits are only limited for the software development, and also it's difficult to make changes to the hardware components except the software. And also the waterfall with the overlapping phases, the fully leverage this is the model actually which has fully leveraged the benefits of the agile development methodology, but also the issues can be discovered earlier in the software development phase, and you can minimize the rework, and you will achieve a better final product in the end. But also the cons are the changing requirements across the teams are a bit difficult, and also you have to be careful to avoid iterating back to an earlier phase, and also to avoid repeating too many iterations. So you might wonder why it is important to talk about managing the interconnected and the overlapping development life cycles. And this is, well, basically because of the increasing product complexity. In the past, as I mentioned, in 1960, for example, the products used to have just the hardware components, for example, just to build a car. But right now, products are getting smarter, and they also have software components. Well, let's say most of them has software components. And as we are in the age of Internet of Things, many companies have to face the challenge how to combine the software and also the hardware components into their products. So before these smart elements were added to products, the term product was simply used to refer to the physical item, a refrigerator, a car, a telephone, or something like that. The addition of smart and connectivity components, however, has enabled developers to embed services in their products, and increasingly we value the backbone of the product, and consequently are transforming the meaning of the term product. So let's have the question: could you even expected your car to alert you for you are approaching a roadblock, or for example your fridge is compiling your shopping list for you and order the food online automatically like 10 years ago? It was unbelievable at that time. And to cite a few other widely used examples, cars can also navigate, your fridge can compile the shopping list, or smart connected homes can also save you time and energy. So all these are convenient additions to the basic functionalities offered by these products. And integrating and managing these interconnected overlapping innovation life cycles is a challenge faced by a growing number of companies. We have internally at Intland identified three dimensions of the integration that organizations developing Internet of Things enabled products will have to deal with. The first is how you can integrate your suppliers. Naturally, the companies that had previously manufactured physical products only can simply evolve into experts that embedded software development in no time. More often than not, they are going to look for suppliers to help them develop their new innovative products. Since software is increasingly becoming part of the basic product, and also an important part too, that the one that really adds value for the customers is the software itself. So companies can no longer just outsource work to suppliers, then receive the end product, and at the end they just simply integrate it back to their original product. Instead, the supplier have to collaborate, and also this collaboration have to reach new levels, which means truly working together with a product with your supplier. The second one is how to the integration of the different life cycles. And as mentioned before, this is mostly a management-related aspect, and the single life cycle, so-called the extreme life cycle management, is based on the view of product development that requires a completely new approach. And the third one is the integration of tools and also the technologies. And with this new approach, has to be supported by platforms that enable the practical aspect of the integration. The various life cycles may still require the use of separate tools, but in order to be able to truly implement the extreme life cycle management approach, the focus will have to shift towards the holistic integration of these life cycles and also the systems they use in common overarching the platform. So with all these three dimensions of integration, managing the various sub-life cycles of the overarching product development process can be greatly supported by a platform that helps you to combine these individual approaches, tools, and also the life cycles. So due to its high integrability and ability to manage high levels of this complexity, the codeBeamer is a solution that is successfully used by many companies right now globally to manage such complicated processes. codeBeamer with solid demand and requirements management functionality will help you to identify the valuable projects. Since the requirements and demands feature set is fully integrated into ALM solution, you can then also seamlessly move on to the development of the identified items. So whichever development methodology you choose to employ, codeBeamer supports efficient collaboration and also helps streamline your processes. And now in this slide, you see the interconnected life cycles of innovation and also the development. On the upper left-hand side, you see the demand management, where you can basically specify your product portfolio and helps you to decide which project is the best for your company. Based on the demand, you can define your requirements and also your system architecture. While connectivity and also smart systems like microprocessors, memory modules mean new opportunities for developers to offer innovative services and products, this change also entails certain challenges as well. So forced to manage the development of smart components, reliable software, and the innovation of clever services all together, and the product developers today need to rethink in what business they are in, basically. They need to be adapted at all the three levels of these problems, and also they also need to fit a way to manage the interconnected life cycles of hardware and software development, and also the service innovation. So as you could see, they are going to develop the different layers parallel but separately. They will need to bring together the various development streams and also the lifecycle processes in an integrated manner. In addition to posing a business management problem, that this challenge also comes with its own technical difficulties. There's no tool on the market yet that was specifically designed to enable you to do this. So due to its high integrability and the ability to manage high levels of complexity, codeBeamer is a solution that is successfully used by many companies globally to manage such complicated processes. And talking about the sub life cycle and sub processes, managing the various sub life cycles of the overarching product development processes can be greatly supported by codeBeamer's single solution platform that helps you combine these individual approaches, tools, and also the life cycles together. So, however, these flexible lifecycle management solutions lets you integrate individual development streams and life cycles, providing a high-level overview in the product release and also letting you continuously monitor the performance of each stream, as well as the granular management of the processes. And also managing more than one development stream, contributing to one or more products necessitates the orchestration of the work of several teams and also departments. So many teams can work with different methodologies, as each of them has advantages and disadvantages, and also further increases the challenge. So the hardware is usually developed using a waterfall type processes, the waterfall methodology, while software development is increasingly supported by the agile processes, agile and scrum processes. Services may also be developed using either of these or a hybrid process combining the benefits of both. Either way, all three of these development streams contribute to the same product, and also consequently they should be managed in one single integrated platform. codeBeamer provides a convenient and efficient platform to do that and to manage the end-to-end in the individual but the overlapping and intertwined life cycles of hardware development, so as for the software development and the service innovation as well. So while allowing the granular management of each work item and task, the platform also gives you the convenient high-level overview of all development streams, such as also interconnects teams from various development streams, allow for true collaboration on each release in codeBeamer. So through its release train mechanism, codeBeamer ALM allows you to also to house sub-releases and under-releases in your development, and also to monitor the performance KPIs and to manage the work of all the teams and team members involved, whatever development stream they contribute to or whatever methodology they use. So all of these development streams come together in the release train, meaning that they can be all managed together using one single codeBeamer platform. And what's more than that, codeBeamer also supports the integration of suppliers and also the technologies via its collaborative features and also with the several integration points. Collaboration with third parties is facilitated by shared documents, commenting, complete change history of all artifacts, as well as workflows to enforce processes, and the group-based access and the availability for review licenses as well. So, and the extendability via the REST API and the built-in integration with industry-specific solutions further support collaboration and the integration of codeBeamer in any kind of development environment. So, this was the first part of our webinar. And here is the upcoming live demonstration. But before we do that, I would like to further get some more information about how you are developing, what type of development methodology you're using it at your organization, which tools are you using. So here is the first question right now. Which tools are you using? And your options are the Microsoft Office, IBM, Jira, HP, or any other tools. So I will leave it open for 20 or 30 seconds to have your answers. Thank you so much. And here comes the next question: that which tools are you? You are searching for a tool that you are currently would like to manage your requirements management or testing, or you would like to manage your entire development lifecycle, agile project, or multiple agile projects, for example. Thank you so much. And the last question here is regarding the methodology that you are using, and your options are the Agile, Scrum, or Waterfall V model, or you're using hybrid methodology to manage your product development. Thank you so much for your answers. And right now I would like to jump into the codeBeamer itself, and let's start the live demonstration. So what you see here on the screen is the project browser, and as you see, I'm using my Chrome browser to run codeBeamer. So this is a 100% browser-based system and can be used in Chrome, Firefox, or Internet Explorer. And for today, I created and pre-configured an XLM external lifecycle management project to show you how you can interconnect different development streams. And as you see, this will be our highest level project, this product release project, where we will be able to define our project development, which products we would like to develop. It means like you can collect your ideas, and also further on we have 3 different sub projects, and in these sub projects, this one's for the service development, one for the software development, and one for the hardware development. And as all these small icons are refers to that, for example, the service development project using hybrid development methodology, so the hardware and also software can be developed by the team. And also in the software development, we are using agile way, and also in the hardware development, this is configured for the Waterfall methodology. Just to clarify on this, all these projects are in codeBeamer, works like a collaboration platform for the stakeholders. So you can establish teams, and also these teams can be involved in multiple projects, but also in one project platform that can be specified for one specific development methodology, or for one specific part of the project of your product that you would like to develop in. So right now I will just jump into our highest level project and right directly to the trackers itself. And what you see here on the left hand side, we got the product development, and this is basically where we can define all of our products that we would like to develop later on. So this is where you can collect all your marketing requirements, your customer requirements, and actually once you collected those, you can set up a hierarchy amongst them, so you can create a high level of your customer requirements, and then you can further elaborate it into sub requirements or sub ideas, as you can say that. And once you have done that, you collected the ideas, then your business analyst team can start working on those, and with using codeBeamer capabilities, they can vote easily on those requirements. So just to click on the enter electric car business, here you have the review option, so you can rate on this specific artifact that this requirement has to be developed. So this way you can vote on those very easily, and whenever you got the final decision that you would like to move forward with these specific products or features, you can just simply move it to the higher priority in the tree. So this will be the upcoming one after the touchscreen for the SUV, or after the first one, the audio player prototype. So this is how easily you can create and collect your ideas. You can vote on them, you can add comments on them, and once you click on one specific, for let's say our highest level audio player prototype, we see in the middle section is all its details with this proper description. And also once we extend the view on the right hand side, we can see its details. So you can see the priority, which is currently the highest, highest priority. And also you can define an estimation of failure of risk to happen, which is in the percentage. And also you can add the expected cost. And once you have defined, and as you can see is currently in progress status, from that status you are also assigned different teams for the implementation. So as you see, we got multiple different teams associated with this specific idea. And once I click on the edit, this is where I can browse amongst all my teams defined in this development or within my organization. So this is just for an overview of how the ideas are collected in codeBeamer. But right now I would like to step one step back and also show you in the project browser all these components, such as the service development and the software development, and also the hardware development, how it's customized. The focus is not will be how to implement the different type of methodologies. For example, here in this hybrid template, because here we use the hardware development so as the software development, rather than how you can integrate these development life cycles together. So right now we are in the service development, and once we go into the releases, where we can have an overview of the development is going on in this project, we see three different completely different development life cycles. One is for the integration with the smart notebook software, which is by its name, it's using agile methodology, and we defined previously two different releases: the release 1.0 beta, and which contains the design and implementation sprint, and also a quality assurance sprint. And we defined the second version 2.0, which also contains some specific artifacts and more sub releases for more audio formats. So this is for further development. And once we also can see and visualize the connectivity for support as well, which artifacts are included in the specific release, and what is their actual progress. And all these life cycles, I also show you that in the other project, how well it's defined in the software development project, where we also have different development life cycles defined. So in the software development, we have a media player software to develop a beta version and then the second version, also such as the implementation of the playlist editor and the media player auto synchronization. This is just for presentation purposes. And once I would like to visualize all these development streams, which this uses agile, and from the other project we used Waterfall and agile as well. I would like to go back to our product development project, and also here we got the product releases, which can be imagined as an agile release train. And here we see the three different projects as defined as releases. The first one is for the hardware development, the second one is the service development, and the last one is for the software development. And the life cycle, how we get to the development itself. So once we got the product development idea in our product development project. And from that so let's show you that. So from this product development idea, you are also able to walk through the entire life cycle. So just going through a detailed view of our audio player prototype. And here under the references, you are able to further derive the requirements itself. So you get the high level requirement of that you would like to have an audio player prototype, and from this audio player prototype you would like to specify which are the actual functional requirements that you would like to implement. So one is for the audio player connectivity, the other one is for the design, and the third one is for the compatibility. And once we click on the requirements itself, which is connected to our product requirement, then we are now at the simple requirement. And from this requirement, we can specify the individual tasks that we would like to implement in the development phases. So, and you can do that very easily by adding a new referring item. And this is where you can specify we are in the product development project. And here I would like to create just simply a new task. And this way I will generate a new task. Let's say it webinar task. I will copy the description. And you see by automatically the connection is set up. So in the subject field, we define the audio player connectivity. This task will be connected to this specific requirement. And once I've done that and go back one step back, we are at the requirements of our audio player connectivity. And this is under the referring items. Here our webinar test that we just defined. And for this task, let's pick the other one, but we have previously defined some implementation steps. And so from this task, you are also able to further develop the development phases. So once again, as a new referring item, here you can see what kind of implementation you would like to add to that. So you can further create a hardware development phase to that, a service development, or either a software development phase. And once you have defined those will be appearing under the references as sub-releases. As our task name is to develop service for the audio player, we defined releases and also development life cycles in our service development project. And this is the one I previously showed you at the overview session, that this is the integration with the Smart Notebook software, which contains 1.0 beta version, and also with the different sprints, and also the version 2.0, which also have some extended more audio formats, and also such as hardware development, which is also contained in the service project, which have original waterfall phases, such as the define the hardware requirements, the design, the build the hardware, and the testing and integration. So in this way, we just specify the connection down to the team level. And once I go back to the releases, where we monitor all these intertwined life cycles for the service development, you can see here all these releases. And also you can see which teams are responsible for those releases. And once we click on the show the agile release train progress, which summarizes the information on the progress from these 3 different releases, we will be able to visualize how many story points are committed, how many still being implemented, and how many of them are actually implemented as it should be. So this is a fairly easy way to monitor and also to have a complete overview. And also codeBeamer provides you another great feature that is called the Kanban Board, where you can also visualize all your artifacts as tickets. So just go back to the product development, and this is where you have all your ideas and product development requirements. And once you click on the Kanban board as well, this is where you can visualize your items as tickets, and based on the workflows, you can run their execution, whether you would like to have them developed as well very easily. So this way we just moved it to this one specific item to be developed. And once I go back to the document view, this is where I can see that this is what I just changed to in progress, which was based on the workflow, and this easily I can prioritize that. So this will be implemented in the near future as well. And going down to the team level, to the level where we have defined this service development lifecycles, in the releases itself, what I just previously showed you are summarized on the program development. These are using differently waterfall and agile terminologies. And for example, this integration with the smart notebook software, we can go into the release statistics, and we'll have a clear overview which teams are involved in our development, who are the individual members of our project, and which priority items does it contain in this specific in these specific releases. And also here we have the Kanban board option, where we can monitor all these tickets, such as the user stories coming from the software development part, and also as the requirements, and so as the bugs in this tool. And all of these bugs have all of these artifacts are based on this unique workflow, so you can monitor these items based on their unique workflows. So I just moved one specific bug, but also once I move another design architecture, which also have a completely new workflow, as you can see the difference right now on the screen. And as we provided, we are one single holistic system. We provide the traceability through the entire lifecycle. So therefore, I would like to go just back to the higher level, to our product development project. So we are now where we store all of our ideas and all the ideas that we would like to implement. And from here, we can walk down easily to the source code where the implementation is happening. So therefore, we would like to use the Traceability Browser. And in the Traceability Browser, in the first column, we will have the product development requirements, and then I would like to have the derived requirements from our product development. So just to find that, so here we got the requirements, and from the requirements, the life cycle is that we have to specify the task itself, that in where I specify which tasks I would like to implement. So as you see, this is our audio player prototype with the 3 different requirements, and related to the requirements, we also have the different tasks to implement. And from the tasks, we can delegate the issues down to the team level, to the development teams. And I would like to see how I made this delegation. So I would like to see all the releases coming from the team level. So I just added all the release trackers, and here I can see related to each task all the related releases, the implementation phases, and also here we can visualize whether they are released or unreleased. And from this view, we can even walk further on. So from the release trackers, I would like to see also all the additional related tasks. So just clicking around, I will click on the tasks itself. So right now I will see all the connected tasks associated with the releases. So here you can see many tasks, and I would like to close the loop with the source code itself. And here, once I scroll down and zoom out a little bit, as we provide the end-to-end traceability from the product development, from the high level down to the definition, also all the way down to the source code itself. And once we click on one specific task itself, in the detailed view of that, I'm also able to visualize the source code commits. So to codeBeamer, you can easily connect your source code management environment and source code management repositories, such as the Git, Mercurial, and Subversion. And under the source code commits to this specific task, we have different source code changes. And once I open up this dialog information, I see highlighted with green the newly added lines, and also highlighted with red the deleted ones. And once I see and I would like to make any additional comments on those, I just simply have to click on that small button and make my comment that this code works. And I just made my comment, and afterwards the system will store this information with the exact user and the specific point of time when this comment was made. So in this way, this also helps the collaboration, and also this helps you to store the information in codeBeamer with ease. But one step back to our traceability browser, because this is also great in codeBeamer that you can export everything. So this view also can be exported to Office. I will use the Excel export right now. And from this Excel export, once I open this, I will have the complete overview of my life cycle, starting from the product development through the requirements, tasks, implementation, releases, and so as the task, also the related tasks, all the way down to the source code. So I hope that this presentation showed you how you can connect your different life cycles, different methodologies in your implementation, and also will help you and give you some idea or insight how we work how you could work with codeBeamer. And this was the end of my presentation. And before we jump into the question and answer session, I would also like to just give you some additional information that you can, if you have further interest on the external lifecycle management, you can also visit our webpage intland.com/xlm, from where you can download our brochure, and also you can ask for a live and one-on-one live demonstration where we can talk about your original issues, your individual issues, so that therefore you should get in contact with our sales department. So before I jump to the question and answer session, I got one last question left, which is whether you would like to have further information about codeBeamer. I just start the question right now. So the question panel is now running. And also in the meantime, I just opened up. So if you would like to, if you have any questions, just type them in and I will try to answer them all. Thank you for your answers. So in the meantime, I also would like to raise your attention that to invite you to our upcoming webinar, how to select the ALM solution that best suits your needs, and next week, but you will also find this information on our webpage. I will wait a few more minutes that you can type in your questions, if there are any. Yeah, we got a question that whether I could show how testing of the requirements is integrated. Yeah, obviously I can show you that. So just to jump back to codeBeamer, and therefore I would like to go to one specific project where we have defined testing. Therefore, I go into our hybrid project, and in our hybrid project, basically we have, as we are using one single solution, the testing is also included. So as you can see, here are the defined certain test cases and also the software test cases. And these test cases, starting from the hardware requirements. So we got the hardware requirements on the left-hand side, and here are our requirements. And this is one of our requirements, which is covered by a test case. So you can see a full overview of whether your requirements are covered by any test cases. So here on the left-hand side, you see the hierarchical structure, and here you can see whether they cover or not. And also those which are not covered, and you can walk through the entire life cycle of testing, such as you can group your test cases into test sets, and those test sets can be run together, so you can test multiple test cases at once. For more elaborated information on how we are integrated with testing, we have various webinars on the topic, so I would suggest you to check it out on our webpage. And also, if you are further interested, just get in touch with us. Are there any additional questions? Okay, I don't see that any more questions. Yeah, we got another one. Is there a possibility for electronic signatures included? Yes, of course. So recently we just implemented one system for the Medtronic, where we implemented an FDA compliant electronic signatures as well. So we also provide electronic signatures and approval processes in codeBeamer. Are there any further questions from your side? In this case, I will terminate this session, but if you further have questions, you can just send them to our, you can just submit them on our webpage, and we will get back to you afterwards. So I would like to thanks for all for the participation for today, and I hope to see you next time on our webinars as well. So thank you so much. Bye-bye.